Hello, and welcome to the Connect podcast, a podcast by the Holdrege Area Chamber of Commerce.
All right, so today we're diving into the 2025 year in review for the Holdrege Area Chamber of Commerce. And the sources, they all tell a pretty consistent story. This isn't about, chasing the next flashy thing or some big experimental project. It's all about steady momentum and really strengthening the foundation.
Right. And what's so revealing about that is it wasn't just incremental. It was like a deliberate strategic alignment.
Strategic alignment, yeah.
That focused on connection, consistency, and real measurable community impact. And you can see the results right away in their programs.
Absolutely. I mean, just take the Spark gift card program. It was pretty new, but it quickly became a year-round thing, keeping all those dollars circulating locally.
Which is the whole point, exactly.
And their new professional development program, Lead Well. Every single seat for the first 12-week session was filled instantly.
That signals some serious community buy-in. But, that buy-in got tested. It really did. Yeah. Which brings us to their community events.
Speaking of events, the resilience they showed in 2025 was it was remarkable. Their big one, the Midsummer Festival, hit its 50th year.
A huge milestone.
And it broke attendance records. We're talking over 7,500 people.
Okay, but this is where the story gets really compelling. Because that attendance held up despite just brutal weather.
Oh, it's awful.
Midsummer was in the middle of triple-digit heat, and then a few months later, Winterfest is dealing with single-digit cold, wind chills, the works.
Right.
When you see people show up in those conditions, the support isn't just casual. It's deep. These folks are committed.
And that commitment, it translates directly into, some serious money. For the third year in a row, Holdrege for the holidays saw over $1.5 million in returned stamp cards.
And that number, that $1.5 million, that's the key insight. It's not just revenue. It shows a loyalty that actively fights against, the pull of Amazon or the big box stores in the next town over.
It's a huge win.
A massive win. It was also smart, combining the community garage sale with the downtown sidewalk sales. Just pure synergy to boost foot traffic.
Okay, so to support all this external success, you obviously need a really strong internal structure. Let's talk about their digital strategy. The headline number is just eye-popping. Daily posting on 6 different platforms, which led to over 1 million views on Facebook.
And, 1 million views is great. It gets attention. But you have to ask if that's real engagement.
Right. Is it a vanity metric?
It could be. For me, the much more important metric was their newsletter. It averaged over a 35% open rate.
Which is way above average.
Way above. The industry benchmark is, 25%? A 35% open rate means people are actively engaged. It means real visibility for their members.
And you just can't get that kind of consistency without a stable team running the show. The sources make a point of this, saying 2025 was the first full year they had their whole management team in place.
That stability is everything. I mean, instead of just fighting fires and dealing with turnover, they could focus on their internal systems, their workflows.
Building a real foundation.
Exactly. Building institutional knowledge. That's the kind of work that's often invisible, but it's absolutely mandatory if you want to grow.
And that internal stability created external influence, didn't it?
It did. Because their programs were so well run and so stable, their advocacy work had real teeth. Their CEO was in the state capitol meeting with senators multiple times.
So they had the data to back it up?
Precisely. And as a result, the chamber started being seen as a real regional leader. We saw organizations from all over Nebraska and even outside the state calling them for advice.
So if we boil it all down, the theme for 2025 was alignment. The internal stability lined up with strong external programs, and that created success without them, overextending themselves.
Which leaves a really important question for you, the listener. The chamber spent a lot of time strengthening those internal systems, even completing a full internal audit for transparency.
The boring but necessary work.
Exactly. So how essential is that level of financial and operational grounding in determining whether an organization can become a regional leader? What does that intense focus on stability tell you about long-term strategy versus just chasing short-term wins?
That's an excellent thought to ponder. Take a look at your own field and think about what systems might need that foundational strengthening.